between it.
I like your background. You have nice mountain view.
Oh, yeah, we're right by the mountains. It's nice.
So this is a group 5, right? Lesson 5, meeting and quiz.
6, I think.
I'm sorry.
6.
I'm sorry. Scratch. I put the wrong.
Group.
The wrong post number. I put 5. This is
fine.
lesson 6, meeting with Denise Dosher and Emily Sunday. Right? There's nobody else. Logan's out of our group, so he told us that last week. So okay. I don't think we had any. I didn't have any specific problems with the homework. I don't think. And what I did, I kind of reviewed and figured out myself. Did you have any problems in particular?
No, I think it was fine, and it was helpful to have the video tutorials and that to refer to. So I think I'm okay.
I don't mean to rush you. Yeah.
No, it'll be good for me too. So we're good.
I started a new job, so I'm doing orientation, and I've been there all day, and so it's just been interesting. But so are you signed on to the quiz at all?
I'm gonna sign into the quiz here.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm going to. It'll take me.
Lesson 6. Okay. And I have stuff pulled up in case we need to look at it and refer back as well. So.
I actually have a statistics book that my husband bought at I think it's DI, and it actually explains.
Nice.
It explains things more clear than that wiki. That wiki is, I don't know. Not a big fan of it. So, well, I'm gonna get questions 1 and 2 right as always.
Here we go.
I think for those free points, right?
Right. We'll take what we can get.
Okay. So I can't see because I'm on the quiz page.
Me too.
Okay. So.
Okay. So there's only 10 or 12.
Only 12.
Number 1. On question 3. I'll go ahead and read it out loud here.
Just so you know, you're kind of breaking up and like boing boing on your when you speak a little bit. I can hear you, but I didn't know if there was just FYI.
Is that better? Is that better?
Not yet. Keep talking.
Let me see.
It sounds like you're like like you're.
Huh? Is that any better now that I unplugged that?
No, not much.
Really? I'm sorry.
It's okay. It just sounds like you're on a cell phone where you're breaking up, kind of going in and out, and these kind of boing sounds and grrr, just kind of weird. Anyway, just go ahead. That's fine. I just letting you know.
So if it's not making a difference, I'll probably just put these back in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I'll try and talk slow. Maybe that will help. I don't know.
You're fine. Thank you.
When you are taking a sample size of or number equals 5, what is the shape of the distribution of means histogram when the parent population is right skewed? Would it be right skewed?
That's what I would think. Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm going to put.
Yeah. If you watch from the video, it shows that even if you take the more you take like 5 times, which is 25, it still eventually just turns into the right skewed that what it was from the parent population.
Right. And then it basically just tells us in the question. So, all right, number 4.
When you're taking a sample size of n equals 100, what is the shape of the distribution of means histogram when the parent population is skewed right? I think that, well, the more it says, the more sample size, the larger the sample size, then it becomes normal, not skewed, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I would think it would be, well, I don't know. I thought it says when the parent population is normal, then the distribution will be normal. But if this.
Right. So what if you have one, but you don't have both? I'm trying to remember.
I think because it was skewed right, but then I remember seeing on one of the examples
That
that the larger the sample size is, if it is, I think the central limit theorem, it becomes normal at the more sample.
right.
So
Let's try normal.
I really
Okay.
always study for about 40 minutes. I don't even know.
It was kind of it wasn't as involved. It seemed pretty easy, but we'll see, I guess.
Well, I think it would make it too hard, but we'll figure it out. We'll see.
Yeah. When you are taking a sample size of number equal to 5, what is the shape of the distribution of means histogram when the parent population is normally distributed? Normal, because it says normal distributed for the parent population. Is that right?
What is the shape of the distribution of means? Yeah, it should be normal. I don't know. That's what I'm understanding.
Okay. We'll try
When
that.
you have the 5, it's not gonna be.
It's low.
Yeah.
But then when it says normal distributed, then I think we're back to normal again. I don't know.
Question 6, when you're taking a sample size of n equals 100, what is the shape of the distribution of means histogram when the parent population is normally distributed? I would say normal.
I would.
One at 5 might not be normal, but I don't know if it would be right or left. I don't know. Anyway.
Let's come back to it.
Yep.
Verse 7. Oh, where did I go? Okay. When would the distribution of means be normally distributed? Choose all correct responses. Data are drawn from a population that is normally distributed and the sample size is small. Question on that one, because I would say yes, but then I don't know when it says it's small. Data are drawn from a population that is normally distributed and the sample sizes are large. I'd say yes.
Actually, you completely went off the screen. I had no sound from you at all until just right this second. So I don't know what happened.
I'm having problems this time.
Okay, what was the answer? Did you pick?
I'm not sure about A, but I'm going to say yes on B.
The two. Norman data drawn from population normally distributed the sample size.
A and B?
It should be large, I thought. Because this one says data drawn from a population is normally distributed and the sample size is small. That wouldn't be accurate.
I question that, but because it says that a population that is normally distributed.
Well, because it said that, I just lost my train of thought. It said that the two things that I guess make the mean normal, I think, would be a large population and a normal parent population. Different population is skewed right and sample size is large. Normally. Well, it says choose all correct responses. That doesn't mean you have to choose more than one, but I would assume it is more than one because they said that. Data are drawn from patient.
Right.
I would think data from population. I would think it would be the second one, normally distributed. Sample size is large, and these don't say that data are drawn from a population that's skewed right in sample size.
I'd say C is no. Data drawn from population.
Now, the distribution of means is different than the sample. It's not a sample mean; it's a distribution of means the entire thing. Like that number 6 on our homework. There could be possibly 30. 5 times 6 answers. So that distribution of means would be that last question, the 35 point, whatever that answer was. So the distribution of means would be the overall. Oh no, I'm thinking of standard deviation. Never mind. I'm thinking of standard deviation. My bad. Distribution of means being normally distributed. I don't know. I would say B. I don't know about the others. I wouldn't say that the sample size is small.
I'm gonna try and find my.
He's going to put B. Well, we could take it
B
over.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I have to think about that one for a minute. Question 8. And I don't mean, if I'm rushing, slow me down. I'm not trying to.
No, you're good. You're good.
Which of the following gives the best explanation of the central limit theorem? If the parent population from which the data are drawn is normally distributed, then the sample mean X will follow a normal distribution. For the bell-shaped data, approximately 68%, the sample size is large. The sample size is large, the sample mean will be close to the population mean. I think that's the law of numbers, law of large numbers. The sample size is large, the shape of the distribution sample means will be approximately normal. I think it's the last one.
I think you're right.
Because the difference was the law of large numbers talks about more accuracy, where the bigger, no, I get these a little confused. Like that coin toss, when when you first start out with the coin toss, the first one's not going to be way off the mean. Weight is going to be way off, and the more you keep doing it, it's going to come closer to the mean. But the central limit theorem is when you increase the number of the sample, then it eventually becomes normal. It kind of sounds like the same thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, I found it in our reading. It says, in other words, so this is for central limit theorem. The sampling distribution of the sample mean will be approximately normal if the sample size is sufficiently large. And that was what we picked, right?
Yeah. That was it.
All right. Oh, sorry. Okay.
I can do this one. Yeah. I'm letting you. You're doing it. I'm kidding.
All right. So for 9, use the following information to answer the next 4 questions. Let X be a random variable with the population mean, population standard deviation 6. Suppose the sample size of n, or number 36, is drawn from this population. What is the mean of the distribution of sample means? That was easy. That would be 10, right?
No.
No.
They're 2 different things. So I think this formula is where you have to take the 36, you have to square the 36.
Square it, and then you
take the 10 and divide it by 6. The 6 would be the square root of 36. This is my understanding, and if I'm wrong, so it'd be 1 point.
Okay.
What do we round to? The third? No, it's 1.666666. So it would be 1.7, I guess. I don't know if they round it 1.67. The reason I say that is because they're asking for the mean. What is the mean of the distribution of samples? Sample means. So I think they're talking about an overall answer. That's what I was understanding. Maybe I'm wrong. You tell me. What do you think? It's not asking you what the population mean is. It's asking you what the mean of the distribution of sample means. Oops, knocked us on.
Right. Right.
So whenever I was reading this in the lesson, the videos and stuff, it shows. We're talking about the mean, so or would that be giving you the standard deviation of the?
I think. Well, I'm looking at my homework on the last question on 8D. It says, what is the standard deviation of the distribution of sample mean score for all such samples? And that's where I did the square root. And then when it asked the question C on number 8, it said, what is the mean of the sampling distribution of sample mean score for all such samples? And in the example, it said that the mean of, I can't remember what we call that, U.
Yeah.
Forget it's not sigma, but is 529.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, you're right. Because the one with the calculation was the standard deviation of the distribution of sample means, and you're saying what is the mean of the sampling distribution of sample means, which would be, you're right.
So would it be 10?
Yeah.
And then the next one would be the.
Thank you for correcting me.
No, you're fine. The next one would be the 1.67.
Yep. But what do we round to? Does it say up here at the top?
I think we might actually, well, if it's the same as our homework, they did it to 3. Does it say different in that? It doesn't say.
It says do.
So I'm gonna,
oh, it does say. It says at the top of the test, it says.
very.
I'm sorry, you're really breaking up. I can't hear you. It says do not round until your calculation is complete. That's all it says. It says when calculating anything, please remember to round to 3 decimal places. Okay, same thing.
Okay, so 1.667. Is that right?
1.6. You put it in. I'm gonna give me 1 second. I'm gonna.
Yep.
I think you're right, but I don't know why I can't get this straight. It says the 3rd decimal place.
So 6.
Are you there?
You there? I'm here now.
I gotta email the teacher because after a period of time on my computer it shuts off. It's still broadcasting because it has a red box that says stop broadcasting. So we're still broadcasting, but then it goes out and mutes the video and the sound. I don't know what that's about. I'm doing something wrong. Anyway, so for 9 is the 10, right? For some reason that I put that in the wrong place. And this is 1.667.
Yeah, yes.
And 11, regardless of the distribution of the population, if the sample size is large and it's greater than 30, what would be the shape and distribution of the sample mean? It would be normal. Is that what you are getting?
Yeah, I think you're right, because 30 is big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 12. What theorem would justify your response to the last question? Let's see.
I think it would be the law of large numbers. That's what I'm thinking, but do you have that definition pulled back up again? Here, I have it actually pulled up. Law of large numbers deals with accuracy. The more observations or repetitions the sample mean gets closer to the population mean, which would make it normal. Or let me see, central limit theorem states as the sample size increases, the distribution of sample means becomes normal. This is regardless of the distribution of population. So I think that would be, I would say law of large numbers. I think, I don't know, it does actually more. What do you think? Are you thinking the central limit theorem? I'm sorry?
I'm sorry.
The
central limit theorem states that if the sample size is large, that would be approximately normal. We haven't really, I don't know why my brain's not working. Let's just try.
Well, it says the distribution of the population, but one of them it does matter. Because the central limit theorem states as the sample size increases, the distribution of the sample becomes normal. The other one says the more observations or reps.
So which one was more observation or reps is the law of?
Law of large number. I would think it's law of large numbers. I'm not saying that's accurate. You can put whatever you want. I think that's what I'm understanding, but I certainly
Okay,
may be very wrong.
no, let's try it. Okay, do we want to change any of those top ones?
Let me go back and look at them real quick. So 3. I think 3 is right. I don't think I'm going to change that. 4, I think is right. 5, I'm not sure about. When you're taking something, what's the shape of the I don't know that it would be normal. I'm just not sure which it would be skewed to the left or the right. I think that would depend.
Why don't I'll leave mine normal. Do you want to pick right or left, and then we'll see what happens?
When you're taking sample size. The shape of the distribution. Well, whenever we saw the video and they took the sample size of N5, it just like gave you the
Like a little.
it gave you the deviation that would drop down the mean, and that was just one box. So I don't know how you can tell from that. I guess it would be normal because you don't have enough to know if it was going to be skewed left or right. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And the reason I'm trying to remember where I saw if it says normally distributed, is that it says that the parent population is normally distributed. So if the parent population is normally distributed, even though there's a small number, does that, whoops. I'm trying to remember where I saw that. Where did I see that? Normal. When is X normal? Okay. Here we go. I'm going to read these out loud and see what you say. So this is under the section of reading when is X normal, or the sample size normal, or whatever. It says if the parent population is normal, then the sampling distribution of X will always be normally distributed no matter how many observations are selected.
I'm sorry, it did it again. It just shut me off.
You're okay.
I just want to look up one thing real quick, unless you don't want to. That's fine. I just want to look up distribution of means because I feel confused about that for some reason. I'm sure it's easier than what I'm making it out to be. I just want to look it up real quick.
Yeah, I found the section on our reading that talks about when is the sample mean normal.
Is what normal?
The sample mean.
Okay.
And that lists 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things. Maybe I can share it here. Let's see.
It's asking distribution of means. Are you able to share it or no?
I'm trying to.
Distribution.
Here, let's see. Application window. What is this?
I think I understand this stuff a lot better instead of reading the book or given like an example on paper. If they let me draw that bell out, you know, the bell shaped and just draw everything out, I understand it like 100 times better. I don't know. I actually
Yeah.
asked.
I'll just
I'm sorry. I asked my husband about that.
Go
He
ahead.
said that he's an engineer, and he said that he's in all the math classes he's ever had. They've always taught him to always, before you do anything, draw it out. And it really helps. So, what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I was just I can't for some reason share it. It's not letting me select that as a screen. So I'm just gonna read them.
Okay.
Maybe you can look at the answer as I read it,
Okay.
maybe. This might also refer to that one where we were trying to select which ones
Yeah, it's still kind of hard to hear you.
were.
I can't make out everything you're saying clearly. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me share it.
Is it your location in the house, maybe? Do you have...
Upstairs. You think upstairs would be better than downstairs?
I'm just looking up something real quick. Okay, so the distribution of the mean is the population variance divided by n. The sample size, the number of scores used to compute a mean. Does it make sense? Anyway, going back to the quiz. I don't know.
Well, this says if the parent population is normal, then the sample distribution, can you hear me?
Yeah. Well,
The sample distribution of the sample mean will always be normally distributed. So on that question, it said the parent population is normal. So that's why I'm kind of getting confused.
okay, so it was for which question?
4, I think it was.
Well, we've answered, the only way we answered skewed right was 3. 4 is normal, 5 is normal, and 6 is normal. Because it says parent population is normally distributed. Parent population is normally distributed. The other one says right skewed, but maybe 4 is wrong. When you take it in sample size, it's larger, but like in 100 with the shape of the distribution.
But on that one, we picked it because the sample size was so large, even though it was right skewed.
That one. 7, when would the distribution of means be normally distributed?
Here, maybe this, oh, sorry, I'm like echoing.
It's okay.
Can you hear me?
I used to have birds chirping. No, I can't hear you. It sounds like birds chirping all over the place.
Yeah.
It's like 100 times worse. No, worse. It's bad.
I don't know what is going on.
That was really loud. That was like, like these birds going crazy.
I'm trying to think if there's anything by me that's like an antenna.
It needs to be your location. I don't know.
Let me over here a little bit.
Okay,
One says if the parent population is heavily skewed, require a larger sample size to make it normally distributed.
Okay, so you think that one's right then, because it looks like a large sample size. I don't know where the cutoff is for large as opposed to small is. I guess it depends on. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave 6 as normal because it looks like a large sample size to me, or not 6. Whatever that one was. I guess it was 100. Yep. You agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just going to submit it.
Okay.
Let's see what happens here. Okay, so 3 is correct, 4 is correct, 5 is correct, 6 is correct, 7 we got half a point for.
7?
Yeah, so there was
Okay.
more than one correct response. So we got one. We should have selected one more. 8 is correct. 9 is correct. 10 is wrong. The standard deviation. What? 11 is correct, and 12 is wrong. So yeah, 12 was, you're right. Central limit theorem was 12, right?
Okay.
So that one was, I had that wrong. My bad. That's why I get confused, because I think I know what I'm doing until I get to the test. So 12 is actually central limit theorem.
Okay.
We got, everything's right except for that. 10 is the standard deviation. We got 1.667.
Hmm.
I'm not sure why that is. I have to go back and look at that one. And then we got half a point for, so we got 82. We got 82. So
Not bad.
half a point. So we got to figure out the other one. Yeah. It's certainly better than the last 2 quizzes I've done. Holy moly. So going back to 7.
So,
Mhm.
okay. Am I echoing to you too?
Not at the moment, just breaking up. When will the distribution means be normally distributed? Data from are drawn from populations normally distributed in the sample. So I guess I think you were right with the first one, because it's the only one that says normally distributed. The other 2 are right distributed, right skewed. So I think it probably would be the first one, right?
Okay. I wonder if it's the last one too. I read and it said even if it's heavily skewed, if the number size is large enough, then it corrects that.
Got a little confused on a couple things, but I think we're working that out. Emily, are you still there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna text message you the reading that I'm reading through that will help us answer this question on number 7.
I think the answer is the last one. Data are drawn from population is right skewed and the sample size is large.
Okay. So A, B, and
I'm not going to put
D?
A. I don't know. I think well, it says we got half a point out of 1 point, so that means there's only one other correct answer.
oh really?
Because 0.5 and 0.5 make 1 point, so it wouldn't be 3 answers, it'd be one more. So I'm thinking, remember it said the one we answered for right skewed, if the sample size is large enough, then it becomes normal. So I'm thinking that that last one is correct. So B and D is what I'm thinking, but I have been wrong before, as you can see. So 7, I'm going to put B and D. And then,
Okay. I'll go ahead after we go through these. I'll submit mine, and then if I get it wrong, then we can correct it one more time, both of us. Submit it again because that will be your final.
yeah, the only one I'm confused about is question 10, the standard deviation of the distribution of sample means. Why did we get that one wrong?
I don't
'Cause
know. I know.
that's the formula. That's the formula for it, is it not?
Right.
Unless, well, it says, is, let me read this homework lesson. Okay, so
What is the standard?
8D says, what is the standard deviation of the distribution? Is it the same question? Distribution of sample mean.
Okay, you read it and I'll look at it while you read it. Okay, go ahead.
I'm reading 8D from our homework.
I'll look at question 10 while you read it.
It just says, what is the standard deviation of the distribution of sample mean scores for all such samples? So maybe
And this one says,
I'm sorry?
What is the standard? This one says, what is the standard deviation of the distribution of sample means? Same thing, right?
Well, this one says scores for all such samples. So maybe 10 is referring to just the standard deviation, what's listed here, which is 6.
I
But
think you might be right.
we're going to find out. It's not terrible. I'm not trying to not understand it. It's just I'm confused by the way they're wording it. Because are they talking about this sample of the population standard deviation, or are they talking about of all the, you know, the parent population?
They would probably say all, huh? If they wanted all.
Well, if they wanted all,
Maybe-
the answer would be correct, because that's a formula we did. So
Right. So let's try 6.
Okay.
Okay, do you want me to submit it?
sure. Do you fix 7, 10, and 12?
Mm.
You fix
Oh, wait. Hold on 7. Let me change 7 because I think I had one more marked on there. Oh, no, I didn't. So B and D. Okay.
So I put, I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to submit it. Here we go. Okay, so here. All right, so we missed some. Let's see which ones. So I got 12.75 out of 14. Ten is still wrong. And 7 says 0.75 out of 1. So I think we might want to put A, B, and D.
Sorry, my computer went out again. What? Okay, how many did you miss?
We missed 10, number 10.
Uh-huh.
And then on number 7, we got 0.75 out of 1.
I'm such an idiot. Maybe it's 0.25
No.
per thing. So we have to pick another one. Please don't
I
make
think
me
it's-
anymore.
I think it's A. I think it's A, B, and D.
Okay. So are we taking
And so,
quiz 6?
yeah.
Well, then how come this is giving me a different quiz with 10 questions? The freak. Oh, that's a homework quiz.
Oh, no.
I just accessed the homework quiz like an idiot. Okay.
Oh, no.
That means I got to take that. I'll take it after I do my. I can't believe I did that. I'm such a moron. Those are so confusing. I've done that more than like 3 times. I've done that already. Taken the wrong quiz, so I had to go through and take.
Oh. I remember.
Oh my god.
So when we go to retake this, do we have to, like, is it all fresh, or do we, and then we just correct them?
No, you have to start. You have to retake it. You have to do a second,
All right,
you have
I
to
gotta
do a
write
second
this.
attempt. So 3 was normal, right?
Okay, 3 is skewed right.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. So 3 is skewed right. 4, 5, and 6 were normal, right? 4 was normal.
4 is normal.
Yeah, 5 is normal.
5 is normal. 6 is normal. Is A, B, and D. I'm 90% sure.
Well, it's got to be better than what I've been giving us tonight. 8 is D, yeah.
And
10 was
9, 10.
9
Nine is-
done.
9 is 10.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know what 11 is.
Well, what about 10? You got that wrong again?
I mean, sorry, no, 10. I don't know what 10 is. 11, we got, it is normal. A.
Yeah.
I guess just make sure it's normal.
12 was the central limit theorem. That's not too bad for studying for 45. Okay, so
Good job.
question
Okay.
10 is standard deviation of the distribution of sample means. So X is random variable population mean of 10, and population standard deviation is 6. Suppose that sample size of N36 is drawn from this population.
Standard deviation of sample means. Let's go
Maybe
here.
you did the calculation wrong. Did you check the calculation?
I'm going to check this. Let's see. Standard deviation of sample means. What is the distribution? Standard deviation. Here we go. All right. The mean is.
I think it might be divided by the wrong number, so.
The standard deviation of the sample mean is divided by the square
1.
root of the number.
It should be 1, right? Because the square root of 36 is 6, and then it's going to be divided
6.
by the standard. Is it going to be divided by the standard deviation?
Yeah, divided by the standard deviation.
I must have divided by 10. Yeah, it's 1. I'm ridiculous. Please don't listen to me.
Oh, no, I messed it up too. All right, well, we figured it out though, and we'll get it right this time, and we'll get 100%.
Huh.
Oh, 10 is 1. Yeah.
So I'm submitting.
Okay. Go do this one last time, and we are going to get 100.
100%. Woohoo! That's because I didn't read the question. I just, for some reason, looked up at 10, and I was like, oh, it's 10. Because I'm going too fast. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're good. No, I'm sorry. I hope everything. I'm sorry. Hang in there.
Yeah,
I'll pray for you.
I appreciate it. Okay, so we retook the quiz, got 100%. I think we understand the ones that we missed. We misread the question on the 1, or we didn't misread it. We used the wrong numbers in the calculation. And the other questions, I think we just had to comprehend that. And then what was the third one we missed? We missed the 7, and then we missed, the last one, the 2 laws. That was my bad. I got them mixed up. So
Yeah.
okay.
No, you're fine. They're easy to mix up. So
Well,
we'll look over those and we'll be good.
I started the number 6 homework quiz, so I have to take that tonight after I do my other class. So I can't believe I did that. That's all I needed.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
All right. So
Okay.
thank you. Hopefully you guys got all this recording because it kept shutting off, but I'll post it. And thank you, Emily, for everything. I appreciate it.
When would you like to meet again?
I'm open. I'm actually off tomorrow, and Thursday I have a short day. So, do you have any preference?
I could do tomorrow night, or I can do Thursday before 5.
Okay. Thursday before 5 might be a little better for me, so I can get caught up on a couple things, if that's okay. I'll feel kind of rushed if I have to do it tomorrow. I have to do a lot for my other class tomorrow, if that's okay. I actually consider dropping class. I consider dropping everything because today's the last day you can drop and get a 75% refund and all that. So, yeah, so here I am.
You know what? Hang in there, because things happen in our lives. It's hard, and just keep pushing through it. And sorry.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
But let me know if I can help with anything, and then just shoot me a text Thursday when you're done with work, and we'll meet up.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too.